Hey there, Luminary here, and it's Saturday, October 22nd, 2011. It's been a while, and I thought I'd give you an update on things that's going on with my head. You know, I have a lot more to talk about when I haven't been talking for a bit. Alright, well, let's start off with the first thing. First thing is, I got the data cable up and running. I saw a few things on YouTube, and a lot of it was encased, but I got the gist of what they were trying to do, so all the internals that I'm doing for transmitting data to do different things across great distances are going to be my own design, because I have no idea how they built it. I just kind of figured it out. So, I'll have that, I think I'm going to release it in two parts, because there's going to be a prototype and then, like, actual usage of the system. And I was trying to think of a good way to showcase the system. I thought maybe a special effects booth. You know, like, okay, say you're a machinima artist and you want to hide all the wiring and you want stuff to happen as you're traveling. Let's say explosions are happening as you're traveling through a forest and you run and it's just this chain of explosions all the way along. And you have the camera facing towards your character running away, and you just see just boom, boom, boom. Or maybe you could cast a spell. You could pretend to cast a spell, and at the flick of a switch, being nowhere in sight, you could turn on a hallway of torches. Or you can upheave the land, or you could part the seas. It could be anything. In fact, I want to try to do that. I should set that up. I'm going to try to part the seas. Well, anyway, so I got that out of the way. Next, we have BlizzCon stuff. Mists of Pandaria. I'm going to be a dumbass and I'm going to resubscribe to WoW just so I can level up Pandarian. And then I'm going to quit. But here's the key. I'm going to pay for the year up front, just so I can get Diablo 3 for free. So, once I'm done leveling my monk, I'll have another monk to play in Diablo 3. Sounds fair enough, and all you have to do is pay for it for a year, which will end up being what? I don't know what the price is. I think I paid 6 months. I think it'll end up being like $120 some odd. But it'll be worth it, I think. Because, well, I'll get back in, and I've met some new friends like DeadSickGirl, and she was like, you need to add me to Real ID, and I'm like, you know what, I will, because you were just that cool. I'm going to add you to Real ID, and I'm going to watch you AFK. So that's what's going on there. I'm going to end up resubbing to WoW. I don't know if I'm going to bring footage, maybe I should, I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, leave it in the comments as far as, you know, what to do with the Panderan monk, you know, once that comes out. But that's something that I'm thinking about. What else? I've been spending a little bit more time with other communities and talking and just introducing myself. My recent endeavors was on the Yogiverse. And there's a lot of cool people there. I'll tell you what. And there's a broad range of topics being discussed from people all over the world. I'm impressed. And everybody there is insanely nice. And I'm okay with that. The moderators are fair. They're firm, but fair. So you can't beat that. And I believe I got introduced to Blog TV. I found HannieHee in the Blog TV portion today. There was a video put up by her saying, hey, I'm doing Blog TV once I get 500 subs. And I went and I checked it out, and it looked pretty cool. I got to see 06 Arnold Charles there. And he's still working with his mic issues. I'm sorry, Charles. If your sound is being recorded by your PC, you might want to check your recording options and make sure that you have that to an appropriate level. If it's by the camera, then I don't know what to tell you other than start normalizing, compressing, and amplifying. That's all you really can do. Let's just hope there's nothing really loud while you're amplifying. But then again, I think you should amplify the normalize so that way nothing takes you by surprise. I don't know. I'm not a audio editing expert. Like when I finish this, I'm going to select noise, remove noise, and then I'm going to select just the portions where I speak. And I'm going to normalize, compress, and what else? Yeah, normalize, compress, and then increase the bass by like 5 decibels. So it gives it more of a robust brrr. That's what's been going on. I've been really busy. I'm putting interviews on hold indefinitely just because I not necessarily don't want to do them. I'm just not having enough time. I may pick them back up once school's out, so that way I don't have to worry about planning for stuff. And that's it. I'm Luminary, and I'll see you next time.